Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable members of this august body. Due to the absence of unofficial medical leave of our Vice Mayor Bibo Rodriguez and our presiding officer pro tempore, Roger Abaday, who is on official travel, it is the consensus of the majority members of the City Council that the majority floor leader will sit as acting presiding officer this afternoon session, and the assistant majority floor leader, Joelyn Mercedes Balaba, will act as the majority leader. If there is no serious objection, can we proceed? Okay. There being no objection, the 24th regular session of the City Council of Cagayan de Oro is now called to order. May I request everybody to rise for a short prayer, to be led by Honorable Marlo Il Tabak. After that, there will be the singing of the national anthem and the singing of the Cagayan de Oro March.
Maayong hapon sa tanan, atong ibutang ang atong presensya diha sa balaan nga Dios. Sa ngalan sa Amahan, sa Anak, sa Dios, sa Espiritu Santo. Amen. Bathala niini nga kahaponon, kami nga imong mga anak nagatigom, isip mga opisyalis sa dakbayan, magatuki sa mga butang nga naay kalambigitan ang among lungsod. Niini nga kakahaponon, Ginoo, among giampok kanimo, nga imong ipadala ang imong balaan nga espiritu, nga muuy mugiya sa among mga hunahuna, sa among mga kasing-kasing, ug sa diha sa among mga pulong. Wala kami mahimo, O Dios, kung wala ikaw uban nga ni kanamo. Nasayod kami, Ginoo, unsa kalisod sa dalan nga among giagian. Nasayod kami, O Dios, unsa ang mga obstacles nga among galatason. Apan luyo sa among pagsalig nga na kanimo, nagatuo kami nga ana ay kasulbaran ni ining tanan. Ginoong Hesus, kini ang among mga pag-ampo diha sa imong buhi nga ngalan. Amen. Sa ngalan sa Amahan, sa Anak, sa Dios, sa Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiging, tewas ng silangalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pangaw, ay hinagang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang ituloy
Okay, you may now take your seats. Mayang buntag, kaming hamdag. Mayang hapon, good afternoon to our Secretary Turk San Miguel.
Hapon, sir.
May I request our Secretary to call the roll and determine quorum.
Honorable City Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez on sick leave for the First District Councilors. Honorable Desiree Ann M. Dahino, Acting City Vice Mayor. Honorable Roger G. Abaday on vacation leave. Honorable Juancho R. Pascual. Honorable Agapito Roberto G. Swan. Honorable George Christopher Q. Goking. Honorable Moreno Waida Badiford. Honorable Alpi Ligaspi Sr. Honorable Amy Rose P. Moreno. For the Second District Councilors, Honorable Ibuna Yasin B. Imano, Honorable Maximo T. Rodriguez III, Honorable Paulo Nicolo Gaani, Honorable Jelen Mercedes L. Balaba, Acting Majority Floor Leader, Honorable Yanlam S. Lim, Honorable Enrico D. Salcedo, Honorable Hilda Ong Ogo, Honorable Edgar S. Cabanlas, Presiding Officer. For the ex-officio members, Honorable Marlo L. Tabak, Liga ng mga Barangay President, Honorable Kenneth John D. Sakala, City Escape Federation President, and Honorable Dato Roberto P. Cabaring, IPMR. There is quorum, Mr. Presiding Officer.
There being a quorum, the members of this council may now proceed officially with this regular business. Mayang hapon sa tanan. I hope nga dili ka mo matingala nga ni ako din ha. Baba ko'y ambition nga may mga presiding officer. Good afternoon, everybody. We have a very good performance this morning. We would like to congratulate the contingent of the City Council for that stunning, beautiful, wonderful performance that delighted everybody. Daghang kayo natingala nga inadto daw kandi na kuno sila para daw kuno sila chance nga mudaog. So thank you very much on behalf of the members of the City Council. We would like to thank you, Turks, and everybody who participated in this morning's flag raising ceremony. And also for those present during our flag raising ceremony. Now, mayang hapon sa tanan sa mga membro sa media nga nakaroon diya at mga bisita who are there in the gallery watching us, listening to us. People to Gianduro are watching us in the respective social media platforms. Mayang hapon sa tanan. Now, Majority Floor Leader, Julian Mercedes Balaba, it is now your ball game. Proceed.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Presiding Officer. Bagay Kadira. Our ever-dashing, handsome, and brilliant Majority Floor Leader, Councilor Ed Cabanlas. And to all my colleagues and to our hardworking staff, and just what our Presiding Officer said, who did a wonderful presentation in this morning's flag raising ceremony, and to our guests and friends from the media in the gallery, sa makausap pa maayong hapon kaninyong tahanan. And before anything else, on behalf of the City Council, I would also like to congratulate our employees of the month recognized by our local government unit. Ug usa lang ang akong masulti, unta managhan pata. Pamo. So, Mr. Chair, we will now proceed.
Yes.
As all members were furnished copies of the minutes of our previous meeting, I move to dispense the reading of the said minutes of the meeting of the previous session of the City Council.
Any objection? Second? Any second? Okay, so there is no objection. I suppose there being no objection, the motion to approve our minutes last session is hereby approved.
Yes, I move for the approval. Mr. Chair.
Move for the second final reading.
Okay.
Ready? Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Before we proceed to our session proper, Mr. Chair, we have a guest here this afternoon, Miss Gwyneth Jemima B. Chan, our Miss CDO 2025, who will be competing in the National Arena of Pageants to the prestigious Binibining Pilipinas 2026. So may we call in Miss Gwyneth? And before that, Mr. Chair, I move for the suspension of rules to allow non-members to address the body.
Rules are hereby suspended. Yes, we are now recognizing our official representative to the Miss Universe competition, Miss Chan, or Miss Cagayan de Oro. Pwede man tingaling, ah, uh, wow. Oy, Paulo, ay pagtutok. Wow. Yeah, okay. Sure winner. So our Miss Cagayan de Oro is hereby is hereby allowed to speak for us.
Mabuhay. Maayong hapon mga higala, especially to the honorable members of the 21st City Council, headed by our Vice Mayor, Honorable Jocelyn Bebot Rodriguez. And on her behalf today, our acting Vice Mayor, Councilor Desiree Des Dahino, our Majority Floor Leader, City Councilor Edgar Ed Cabanlas, and of course, the woman behind the Miss Cagayan de Oro pageant, my very good mother and the very active City Councilor Hilda Gigigo.
Eh, congratulations. Saway pabor.
I was born and raised in Barangay Lapasan. Molded by the strength and resilience of my community, I want to represent Cagayan de Oro City in the best way possible. And I can only do so much knowing that I have your full support morally and of course financially. And I believe some of you have already received the letters that I've sent on your respective offices. And I would really appreciate your immediate response. And also, I want all of you to know that your support allows me to carry and share the warmth of the spirit of Higala with the rest of the Philippines. Daghang salamat.
Oy, thank you. Yes, Councilor Gurley.
Actually, the competition has already started last March 23, and the final coronation night will be on July 18. But we have a lot of official activities, so I will need to go to Manila again this weekend. So I just went back here in CDO for this.
Okay. So, oh. So anybody who wants to say something? Any member, visiting member? Kenneth? Ay, tulad tangon na si Kenneth ka mo. So, yes, we have, you have our full support. The entire membership of the City Council
Daghang salamat.
have your support. And we will not forget our financial assistance, of course. And that would be secret lang kay maulaw ta namin. So thank you very much,
Thank you po.
our Miss Cagayan de Oro.
Salamat.
I know you will win. You deserve to win. You will be representing one of the most advanced city in the Philippines,
Yeah.
the highly urbanized city of Cagayan de
Yes,
Oro.
it is such a privilege to represent the city of Golden Friendship.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Salamat.
Sumana picture sa ta, picture. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chair, our guests. Okay, let's,
Any motion to lift the order of suspension?
yeah, just wait
Ah, okay.
before, for everyone to settle down.
Hmm.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I now move to lift the suspension of rules.
Rules are left, suspension of the rules is hereby lifted.
For,
Majority Floor Leader, proceed.
for this afternoon, Mr. Chair, we have two members who wish to give their respective special reports. We have Councilor Des Dahino, who will report on the celebration of Autism Month. Second would be Councilor Alam Lim, who will report on the construction of the multi-purpose building. So we will start, Mr. Chair, with Councilor Des Dahino upon your recognition.
The acting Vice Mayor of Cagayan de Oro, Des Deno, is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Majority Floor. Thank you, Presiding Officer Ed Cabanlas. Mayong hapon sa tanan, mga pinalanggan akong kauban diri sa konseho, sa atong mga guests. In recognition for the Autism Awareness Month, excited kayo ko na ipabot ang ato ang update sa atong pagpaningkamot sa pag-establish og Early Intervention Center for Children with Special Needs diri sa atong dakbayan. If you remember, naghatag kita og special report dinhi sa konseho mahitungod sa kadaghan na mga bata na undiagnosed and underdiagnosed ang developmental delay. Labi na sa atong mga kabataan sa public schools. Daghan ang atong mga indigent na mga ginikanan na wala joy access sa mga diagnostic services. Mauna, daghan sa ato ang bata diri sa Cagayan de Oro na adunay autism symptoms na magpabilin na undocumented. Kung walay diagnosis, walay sakto na intervention, o kung walay intervention, mas mudako ang hagit sa itong mga kabatanunan or mga bata, ang pagkat-o nila or just be able to function, Mr. Chair. Tungod ni ini, human sa itong special report, nagmugna kita og Intercommittee Technical Working Group. Aron at tunan ang viability sa pag-establish og first ever early intervention center, again, for children with special needs, especially for autism. Ang tumong ani mao ang paghatag og accessible diagnosis, early intervention. Again, akong gina-repeat early interventions because if sayuhan maagapan ang delay, ang autism, mas mo functional pa ang bata ining dako. And usapod ani, therapy services. Sa atong mga allied medical professionals, labi na sa pamilya na dili jud ka-afford. Dako kay nako napasalamat ni Mayor Clarex uy kay gihatagan ta diretso og ideal site sa barangay Pagatpat nga adunay 600 square meters nga luna tukuran nato dito og center. Dugang pa niini naapoy 5 million na budget for the construction of building. Amo na ning isgutan ni Mayor last week na medyo dako jud siya og budget labi na kung magdugang ta og therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, but progressive lang atong buhaton, Mr. Chair.
muni ang stepping stone sa atong mga pangandoy. Also, I'm also happy to share with you guys na 2 weeks ago, we were able to conduct a benchmarking sa Davao City together with our city social welfare and developmental team. So, we visited the Special Needs Intervention Center for Children, and I saw firsthand how a local government can transform lives through early intervention. So sa among pagbisita, nakita jud namo giunsa ang Davao City ang paghatag og accessible developmental assessment, therapy services ug early interventional support sa mga bata na adunay special needs. If you can see sa pictures nato, state of the art ilang facilities. Na-shock jud ko na nakawaw ko na ilahang center na ay swimming pool for those na mga bata na dili kalakaw or kailangan og physical therapy. So, dili lang namangha ko sa ilaha but also na hatagan og paglaom ang ilang mga anak sa mga labi na sa mga ginikanan na they don't know where to go. Ang ilang modelo nagpakita nga kung ang local government adunay compassion ug foresight, makahimo kita og sistema nga dili lang makatabang sa atong bata kundi tibuok pamilya. Ang benchmark nato naghatag kanamo og klarong direksyon na we can start small but also we can start right. Dako jud ang budgetary requirements sa Davao, no, if you can see. They also shared to us na England pa ilahang mga materials, wala jud China, para kalidad jud ang paggamit sa mga bata, no. So if kana lang alone, grabe jud na budget, Mr. Chair. Apan dili man kinahanglan nga dako dayon, pwede kita magsugod sa gamay ug mag-expand na dayon samtang magkadugang ang pondo o partnership. Ug sa pagkakaron, ang atong CSWD office nagtrabaho na sa financial requirements sa Envision program aron maapil sa ilang budget proposal. Padayon usab ang atong pag-istorya sa atong mga stakeholders ug national agencies aron makapangita ta og dugang suporta. Last Thursday, I also talked with the DILG, our regional director, and other stakeholders who expressed their support for this worthwhile endeavor. I was personally invited, no, sa care caravan sa Lanao del Norte. It was a service tanan na physical therapist, occupational therapist, speech therapist na dito mo visit sa kanang grabe kasuok na lugar para they can diagnose sa mga bata. They also include clinical psychology. So tinuod medyo taas yun ni ato ang giagian na proseso, no. This is layo pa ni siya na destination. And I know na dili ni siya sayon, madugo jud ni siya. Kinahanglan nato tukuyon ang sustainability, staffing ug long-term program management. Ug una sa akong nakita na importante na lakang na ang closer collaboration sa atong Committee on Education, because the doctor told us also na dili sustainable atong center kung walay occupational therapist, physical therapist, speech pathologist, and clinical psychologist. So, I was actually talking with the committee, our committee chairperson sa ato ang education, no, na possible ba na makahatag ta og scholarship sa physical therapy o occupational therapy. Kay makatabang jud ni sa ato ang dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro, not just sa atong mga kids, but also sa ato ang senior citizen who needs physical therapy. Relax lang. Pwede po nato tan-awon na, again, kato ang mga, what do you call this? Ato ang paghatag og scholarship, ani, especially, of course, po sa developmental pedia. Because for the information of everyone, 109 ra ang developmental pedia sa Cagayan, not Cagayan de Oro, but tibuok Pilipinas. So, if makadugang ka og taga Cagayan, ana, no, it would be helpful sa tuwa. But of course, there's also an agreement of return service. Our milestone steps have given us clarity and direction. We now understand the scale of the challenge, the need for sustainability, and the importance of partnership. Most importantly, we now see that the vision is achievable. Mga kauban, mga ko utros sa inyong suporta aron madayon kini na program. Andam na kayo atong CSW team, andam na atong site, naa na tay initial funding, naa na tay model na sundon. Pero gyapon napatay dugang na complementary programs. Kaya again, dili sayon mangita og physical therapist and occupational therapist ug speech pathologist in Cagayan de Oro. So step by step, Mr. Chair. Every child deserves care, every parent deserves support, and together we can build a program rooted in compassion, dignity, and hope for our families in the city. I therefore move that this matter be referred back to the committee to embark on the critical next steps and if needed to expand the TWG, ensuring the construction of the center as our hard infrastructure. And of course, we are now drafting our ordinance, Mr. Chair. So this program will make it sustainable, realistic, and successful. Tabangan nato ang atong mga bata o atong mga ginikanan na kinahanglan ani para masiguro sila na dili mapasagdan ug dili mabiyaan. Daghan kaayong salamat ug subli maayong hapon sa tanan.
Wow. That was creative thinking in action. We're very proud of that report because karon mo panahon na ang mag-act on that issue. Ang private sector wala ang atong lokal. So I think it's time now for us to work on that and focus our attention. So any reaction from the members of the City Council? Tsada kayo itong report. Yes, Councilor Janjan Rodriguez.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Mayong hapon ka natong tanan, to my colleagues, and of course to my partner, Councilor Des Dahino. 2 months ago, I personally visited one private school in Upper Balulang, which is the Bright Light Learning School. It is operated by certain theory, Schaffman something. I forgot about that, but duwara sila sa tibok Pilipinas regarding sa ato mga autism and other neurodevelopmental delays. Isa sa taga Alabang, and then isa taga ato gyud, Garbo nato, which happens to be also my batchmate back in Corpus Christi, Mr. Chair. Gani, she committed to me because as chairman of social services, we have our child development teachers gikan sa mga child development centers from our barangays. We have around 244 District 1 and District 2 na mga teachers. Gani, Mr. Chair, when I attended all the moving up ceremonies sa District 1, District 2, sa atong mga bata, nakitaan yun ako, Mr. Chair, personally, dagan mga simptomas, mga signs sa mga bata, sabaan kay sila, and the clapping of the ears, and also dili sila ganahan, irritable sila at the same time. I asked my former classmate, no, back in, dili day classmate kay honor section man siya, ako dili, general section na day ko, so batchmate ra. So I asked her if she can have their team go around the different child development centers together with other private entities, private schools na para muhatag og mga diagnosis with that. Sugot siya, Mr. Chair. So, kana one step na pag-collaborate from our LGU to our private partners po, and of course, to the team of Councilor Des. Gani, Mr. Chair, last month lang, natay gihimo na ordinansa regarding autism. Kung natay subsidy sa solo parents, natay subsidy sa PWDs, natay subsidy sa senior citizens, which is grabe good. We are sa tibuok dinhi sa Northern Mindanao, kita ang grabe na mga subsidies, to be honest.
Yes.
So pasalamat ko, of course, gikan sa kay Councilor Balaba, kay former Councilor Inday Dahino, and the rest of the 20th City Council nag-formulate sa mga subsidies. kita raman ang katong nagpa-release na gyud, no? Gikan sa kay Mayor. Akong gitan-aw with my team kung pwede makahatag ng 3,000 na subsidy kada bata per month sa family. Kay ngano Mr. Chair, mahal gyud kaayo ang klase, ang session. Kada session Mr. Chair, 3,000. Kada session. And kinahanglan pa gyud na everyday, Monday to Friday. So kana no, of course we will work with Councilor Des Dahino with regards to kanang uban ng mga proposal nato. But again, I commend Councilor Des Dahino, which is karon po ang April is the Autism Month Awareness Month nato. Salamat Mr. Chair. God bless.
Thank you very much. That's a good reaction coming from Councilor Rodriguez. So ato nang buhaton kay watay kanang government-owned facility, institution that would respond on this issue, autism o kining needs, special needs nga kinahanglan sa mga bata. Any other reaction? There being none, refer this special report for further consideration and study on community on women and social services and education. So 3 committees will be working together to work on this issue of brought out by Councilor Dahino. So the next reporter would be Councilor Yan Lam Lim, one of the most handsome councilor of this.
Mr. Chair, I'm reporting about trust fund.
Really,
My esteemed colleagues, our friends from the media, distinguished guests, and to our honorable presiding, Mr. Honorable Chair, Attorney Cabanlas, Edgar Cabanlas. Ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon in recent weeks. News about our city finance had spread rapidly, especially on social media. With misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation have clearly targeted Mayor Rolando Clarix Uy. I firmly believe that such the information circulating on this platform is malicious and deliberately intended to tarnish the mayor's political reputation. As chairman of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation, and in this attack on our city finance, I considered it my duty to seek clarification from our local finance committee regarding the true status of our financial standing. I personally went to our economic managers and inquired especially about the trust fund, which has been the subject to this social media allegation. To further validate the information, I also made inquiries with Drum Bank, where I was informed that the trust fund remains intact. In fact, it currently amounts to 305,088,920 and 73 centavos. In view of this, Mr. Chair, I agree the public to exercise due diligence in verifying news report, particularly those found on social media where the presence of troll accounts is evidence. On my personal notes, I would also like to appeal to our media partners and social media advocate to practice prudence and uphold objectively at all times in order to prevent the spread of misleading information to the public. Thank you. I have the original certification from Land Bank, but it is highly confidential.
Okay. So I think the special report of Councilor Yan Lam Lim is more on clarificatory to correct the public, some public opinion or impression that this trust fund was being used. But the truth is, the records show that the trust fund is intact. So that would now correct the reports coming from unknown sources. So that special report of Councilor Yan Lamlim is referred to his own committee for further disposal or whatever. Yes, Councilor Amy Rose Moreno is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mayong hapon. We are scheduled to a committee meeting, no, regarding public works pertaining to that issue. Basin pwede na lang idungan ang committee meeting. And I would also like to ask Mr. Chair, or request, Mr. Chair, that a representatives from COA be invited to the said committee meeting. Kay ang COA man ang nagpagawa sa COA report findings for 2024, just so they can make clarifications whether they are true or not. And also, if namanggani ang, maybe also request for the presence of the Land Bank of the Philippines, if that is possible, Mr. Chair, so that we can have a better understanding kung unsay 300 million, is it the trust fund alone or is it the general funds, Mr. Chair? Just an inclusion of their presence is my request, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, the matters that are being introduced by Councilor Moreno will be subject to the final decision of the committee. So we will leave that to the committee to decide on these matters that was discussed by Councilor Moreno. Inyo na nang kwan, final nga disposition. So is there any other speaker or members of the City Council who would like to say something on this issue? There being none, then thank you, Councilor Yan Lamlim, for that special report, clarificatory report. There being no other members of the City Council who are intending to share in the special report, may I request our majority floor leader to proceed.
We will now proceed to the orders of the day. First, in our agenda, proposed resolution for omnibus approval, numbers 2026 -311 to 2026 -312, declaring as operative in their entirety, effective on the date fixed therein, the herein barangay ordinances covering the respective annual budget for calendar year 2026 of the herein mentioned sangguniang barangays, the city, to wit: A, proposed resolution number 2026-311, ordinance number 6, series of 2026 of Barangay Tuburan, with the estimated income of 5,181,141 pesos. And B, proposed resolution number 2026-312, ordinance number 002, series of 2026 of Barangay number 12, with the amount of 4,329,120 pesos. I would like to recognize Councilor Marlo Tabak to make the appropriate motion.
Councilor Marlon Tabak is recognized.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the approval of the proposed resolution number 2026-311, 2026-312.
Any second? There is a motion to approve resolution number 2026-311 to 2026-312. With duly seconded, is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Move to approve, Mr. Chair, on a second and final reading.
Any second? Motion to approve on second final reading is hereby approved.
Item number 2, proposed resolution numbers 2026-313 to 2026-315 for omnibus approval, declaring as operative in their entirety, effective on the date fixed therein, the herein sangguniang kabataan resolutions covering the respective annual budget for calendar year 2026 of the herein mentioned sangguniang kabataan, this city, to wit: Letter A, proposed resolution number 2026-313, resolution number 2026-004, series of 2026 of SK Barangay number 9 with the estimated income of 420,930 pesos. B, proposed resolution number 2026-314, resolution number 001, series of 2026 of SK Barangay number 6 with the estimated income of 355,455 pesos. And C, proposed resolution number 2026-315, resolution number 2026-002 of SK Barangay number 18 with the estimated income of 516,500 pesos. I would like to recognize Councilor Kenneth John Sakala to make the appropriate motion.
Councilor Kenneth John D. Sakala is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I move to approve the proposed resolution numbers 2026-313 to 2026-315. Thank you.
And the second, there is a resolution now pending number 2026-313 to 2026-315 duly seconded. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Move to approve on second and final reading, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to approve on final and second final reading. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Number 3, proposed resolution numbers 2026-316, accrediting the herein enumerated civil society organizations or CSOs, people's organizations or POs in the city of Cagayan de Oro for purposes of membership in the local special bodies pursuant to DILG Memorandum Circular numbers 2025-060 and Article 64, Rule 13 of the Rules and Regulations implementing the 1991 Local Government Code, to wit, A, Northern Mindanao AIDS Advocate CDO Chapter, B, Empowerment of Les and Defenders Movement Incorporated, or EDUM. I would like to recognize Councilor Maximo Rodriguez III to make the appropriate motion.
Councilor Janjan Rodriguez is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Move to approve proposed resolution number 2026-316.
Any second? There is a motion to approve resolution number 2026-316 duly seconded. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Move to approve on second and final reading, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to approve on second final reading duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved or carried.
Okay, item number 4, proposed ordinance number 2026-235, authorizing the city accountant, this city, to charge the sum of 99,916.30 centavos to the item maintenance and other operating expenses, or MOOE, other maintenance and operating expenses, or OMOE, in the 2026 annual budget of the Office of the City Mayor to cover payment of the calendar year 2025 payables and paid accounts of said office, to wit, A, payment of PLDT monthly telephone bill under the account number 06561665533, covering the period November 17 to December 16, 2025, with the amount of 3,360 pesos. And B, for the payment of rental expenses to Cielos Property Rental Units 4, 5, 6, and 7, used by Comelec Office District 1, covering the period December 1 to 31, 2025, with the amount of 96,556.30 centavos. Move, or I would like to recognize Councilor Yan Lam Lim to make the appropriate motion, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Yan Lam Lim is hereby recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval ordinance number 2026-235.
Any second? There's a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-235, duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Move to approve on second and final reading, Mr. Chair.
Second, there is a motion to approve on second and final reading, duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is carried.
Item number 5, proposed ordinance number 2026-236, authorizing the city accountant, the city to charge the sum of 7,208 and 33 centavos to the item maintenance and other operating expenses, or MOOE, other maintenance and operating expenses, or OMOE, in the 2026 annual budget of the City Economic Enterprises and Business Development Administration, or SEBDA, this city, to cover payment of unpaid internet subscription, including installation of the said office per Converge account number 1555502039536 for the period of November to December 2025. I would like to recognize Councilor Juancho Antoy Pascual to make the appropriate motion.
Councilor Pascual Antoy is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good afternoon, everyone. I move to approve the proposed ordinance number 2026-236.
Second, there's a motion to approve ordinance number 2026-236, duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is carried.
Move to approve on second and final reading, Mr. Chair.
Second, there's a motion to approve on second final reading, duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
We have 3 items for inclusion, Mr. Chair, for your approval. Items number 6, 7, and 8.
There's a motion to include items 6, 7, and 8. Any objection? There being none, the motion is carried. Proceed.
Item number 6, proposed resolution numbers 2026-317, approving and or adopting the updated 2026 Citizens Charter of the City Government of Cagayan de Oro. Certified urgent by our Honorable City Mayor Rolando Clarex Uy. And
You can move for the approval.
yes, I move for its approval, Mr. Chair.
Any second? There's a motion to approve resolution number 2026-317, duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Number 7, proposed resolution.
Second.
Yeah, sorry.
Move to approve.
Move to approve on second and final reading, Mr. Chair.
Second. It's a motion to approve on second final reading, duly seconded, and there is no objection. The same is hereby approved.
Number 7, proposed resolution number 2026-317, requesting the Department of Health, or DOH, to direct all pharmacies to post clear and visible notices informing senior citizens and persons with disabilities, or PWDs, of their rights to statutory discounts or their rights against shortchanging, the proper channels for complaints, which should include hotlines, emails, or Facebook pages, and the penalties for non-compliance thereof by pharmacies and other business establishments. Subject to styling, I would like to recognize its proponent, Councilor George Christopher Goking, to make the appropriate motion.
Councilor Chris Goking is hereby recognized. Karon na humanda ning kwan.
Quick manifestation on my end. This is a request directly from DOH Region 10 to fast track the decision from National. Okay, this is an initiative being proposed and moved by Region 10 DOH. So I move for the proposal of proposed resolution number 2026-317.
Any second? There is a motion to approve resolution number 2026-37, duly seconded. Discussion. Yes, una man siya. Una si Janjan siya. Kaya nag,
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just to clarify to our good Councilor George Goking,
Mm.
because
oh, Christopher.
yes, Christopher George Goking, Mr. Chair. As Chairman of Social Services, of course, our dear PWDs, senior citizens, and all other sectors, as well as the Chairman of our senior citizens, Councilor Gigi Go, we already discussed that gahi gid og ulo kung igno nimo sila ang ato mga pharmacists and other stores na sila mag-print. If I may suggest, Mr. Chair, to our good Councilor George Christopher Goking, kinanglan gikan sa imong opisina amo print mo imong butang mangpaskil kay hangtod karon, because that is also reklamo sa atong Councilor Gigi Go, no? Even me, pabalik-balik na may istorya, even sa atong mga stores, different stores and pharmacies as well. Hangtod karon dili gyud nila ginabutang na, Mr. Chair. So if I may suggest that it is your office, we will help with your office, pero kinanglan kita gyud ang mubutang dito sa mga establishmento kay ngano dili gyud na sila mo follow sa ato kung kita mo direct sa ila. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Councilor Chris.
The findings for this resolution was a product of a price monitoring with the DOH and the FDA. In my personality as a chairperson of the Price Coordinating Council with Councilor John Rodriguez, we can channel this through the CPCC in order to ato nang kuanan, ato na ipangpilit. So, thank you.
Okay. Councilor Marlo Tabak, anything to say?
Same observation, Mr. Chair, but I would like to manifest, Mr. Chair, na duha naman ni kabuok nga proposed resolution. Kining item number 6 and item number 7, the same, 317 and 317. For correction, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Okay. So 318. Okay. So, is there any serious objection to this resolution? I think there's none. None. So, yes. Discussion. Yes, Councilor Balaba.
Mr. Chair, this is a memorandum from the DOH, right, Councilor? This is a memorandum from DOH.
The DOH requested that if the City Council can produce a resolution for them to attach for their proposal addressed to the national nga DOH para ma-fast track ilang request. So just a resolution.
So this makes the posting posting of this rights of our PWDs and senior citizens mandatory.
Actually, mandatory man gud siya.
Mandatory na
Dili
siya.
lang kina-enforce.
Mandatory. So
Okay.
naay police power natay police power na to penalize those who violated this resolution. Right?
Yes. There are statutes like the Price Act and then others related to medication.
Okay. So, but it's good. It's still good na our the offices of
Yes.
Councilor John Rodriguez and Councilor
Yes, we can
Goking would
we can volunteer to well, kuan man gud ni siya kay the DOH Region 10 is willing man to print it and attach it, but they need the whole process nga magpa-approve pa sa national. So siguro through the CPCC we can produce these, laminate them and stick them kay pila raman sad na. We do that magyapon sa mga business permits. So yeah, to help them, help the people, we can do that. Kay ang kakahitabo man gud my fellow councilors is ang mga tao nga gareklamo wa sila kabuluasan mo reklamo. Kung na magani sila magitan online, well, if they can go online, usay wa man sa cellphone. So the intention na gud ani is kung asa sila maghatag silang bayad, narito sila tubangan. For any complaints, call this number. Kaya na may mga hotlines, but people don't know unsay hotline gyud sa per national office.
this hotlines pod na apoy gatubag. One hotlines way gatubag.
Na may 888, but wa pa ko ka-try. So
So anyway,
if this needs any discussion good in a proper committee, we can take it up na lang for proper implementation pod, or sa kung mag-draft, or if we have to revise any ordinance or anything, we
Hmm.
can explore that and call over the FDA and the DOH.
Okay, so we will just approve this and then the proposal of Councilor Janjan Rodriguez that they will be the one to print the notice will be discussed in your committee level.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So there's no objection ba? Motion to approve, there being no objection. This is duly seconded. This motion, this resolution 2026-317 is hereby approved.
318,
318,
move to approve on second and final reading, Mr. Chair.
second. There's a motion to approve on second final reading, duly seconded. There is no objection. The motion is hereby carried.
Number 8, proposed resolution number 2026-319, urging the city director of the Cagayan de Oro City Police Office, COCPO, to immediately relieve the precinct commander of the Cogon Police Precinct for his ineptitude resulting to the mob attack or mauling of the PUJ driver involved in the recent traffic incident at the Cogon Public Market area, subject to styling. Its proponent, our presiding officer, Councilor Ed Cabanlas.
Thank you.
But
No.
Marxist to
I would like to request Councilor Desdeno to act as presiding officer. And then I'll go down and say something about this resolution. Being the Vice Mayor.
Vice Mayor respond.
Okay, mayong hapon sa tanan, our majority floor leader or presiding officer, Ed Cabanlas, now has the floor.
Thank you for the authority to speak, Madam Presiding Officer or Acting Vice Mayor. Now, I am proposing this resolution with the relief of our station commander of Cogon Market. I think you heard what happened in Cogon Market when there was this traffic accident involving a 9-year-old cellophane vendor, and the post-event after the accident, when the driver was mauled and the vehicle was turned over. This is an act of anarchy in the streets of Cagayan de Oro. We cannot tolerate this, Madam Chair. This is a bad omen that the respect of the rule of law has been violated. So, these things happen in the front, very near to the police station of Cogon Market. And the failure of the entire Cogon Market police forces, for me, it's an act of cowardice. And this city is in need of policemen who are brave enough to enforce the law, to show that we, the city people of Cagayan de Oro, nakakanunay, magbantay sa itong mga liho. I'm not saying that you should be kicked out as a policeman, but let us ask the regional director of the police, the PNP, and our city director, Colonel Pahi, nga pulihan. Balik, butang na siya sa repeat, medyo dili kay gubot. Kaya ka ng Cogon, kung butangan mo nagpulis diya nga, chief of police diya nga, luyahon, discuss kita diya. Kaya na diya ang dakang kisamok. So, that is my proposal, Madam Chair. I hope nga, sabi mo, I did not hear any second. So I move for the approval, Madam Chair.
Any second? No objection? Not here. Okay, I will. Councilor Girly Balaba, you are recognized.
I would just like to support the proposal of our good majority floor leader, Ed Cabanlasno, because that Cogon area market, it's a very busy area, and we cannot allow or even sleep na knowing our police officers, our law enforcement agencies are lax in that area. So, luoy man no ma-relieve or di man siya pa-relieve, ilisan lang. Ipa-transfer and ilisan sa ato ang COCPO. I fully support that resolution.
Thank you, Councilor Girly Balaba. Yes, Councilor Agaswan, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Not an objection, actually, a support to Councilor Ed. Madam Chairman, I would also like to know why there was inaction on the part of the police commander in Cogon. So I would also like to hear their side, Madam Chairman, as to what happened during the incident. So may we also refer this at the same time to the Committee on Public Safety so that we would know the details regarding what happened during the melee, Madam Chairman. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilor Agaswan. Yes, Councilor Girly Balaba, you are recognized.
Yes, this incident should be thoroughly investigated, no, with the Committee on Public Safety. But then, since the incident happened, and the police officer who was supposed to be there, and and his men should have responded na kanang abtik pud ang pagresponde. Kay doon lamang ka ni siya ang nahitabuan sa aksidente sa police station. Dili na to na siya that's no excuse nga wala sila dito nung nga time. So again, I move for the approval of this resolution number 2026-319.
Any objections? Hearing none, the proposed resolution number 2026-318 is now approved. 319 is now approved.
Move to approve on second and final reading, Madam Chair.
Any second? Objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
There being no other matters, Madam Chair, I move for the adjournment of our.
Any second? Objection? The motion is approved. The session is adjourned.